Hello and welcome to Employer Focus, Benefits of Working with Next Steps Employment Center. My name is Shilpi Banerjee. I'm the Employment Specialist from Next Steps Employment Center. And this is for all those employers out there who are thinking about hiring and have either heard about us or would like to know a little bit more about how we partner with our employers to support their hiring needs. So I'll take you to a journey and walk you through what it is to partner with us and the experience that you will get through working with us. Our employers get a lot of support from us when they partner. One of the big things is job matching and training incentives. Next one is resume screening and candidate referral, which happens a lot. Then we also support pre-apprenticeship and apprenticeship. And another big one is Canada-Ontario Job Grant. And I'll walk you through all of those and how we can support you in all these aspects. So for job matching and training incentives, next steps, what we try to do is support our employers to find out what is it that they need in regards to staffing. So a lot of our employers are medium to small companies, some are also large companies, and some employers, they may not have a full HR department, and that's where we come in to assist and support those employers to help them figure out what is it that they need for their organization so it can run well and run successfully. And for doing that, on our part, we try and assess our clients' skill set, their skills and abilities, what interests they have in relation to what it is that our employers are looking for. What are their needs and how can we support their needs by looking into our clients and what they have to offer. So that's a huge aspect. So we really try to customize the needs of our employers, and each employer has different needs. They have different requirements, and we try to work around them so that we can provide them the maximum support. We also help develop a training plan for those candidates who are hired so that moving forward, they have a realistic expectation. And that goes for both sides, our employers as to what they expect from the candidates who are our clients. And the clients also have a better understanding that this is what the employer is expecting when they start their new job. So, really making it very clear on both sides so that they can work well together in the business. Following up with our employers once they have done their hiring is a huge aspect, and we make sure that all our employers are taken care of and that the transition from requirement of filling positions to where our clients have filled their position, we make sure that everything is going smoothly, that if there is any hiccups, that we are there a phone call away and they can connect with us via email or phone, and we'll sort things out if there is anything. So that's an important aspect that we provide the support. Financial incentives are there for our employers. Those who are eligible, we are able to provide so that it can offset some of their costs, and they're able to hire more people for their businesses. So that's another thing that we do. We find that this partnership becomes almost like a win-win situation for both sides, in regards to employers on one side and our clients who are then selected as candidates. And the reason is we do a lot of resume screening, since our employers may or may not have a full HR support system. So on their behalf, we are able to screen candidates to only make things easier when they're going through the hiring process. Candidate referral is a big thing. So when we do have hiring events specifically customized to for our employers, we ensure that only the right candidates are there to be interviewed, which makes things much easier and faster for our employers. They get the right candidate and they're able to spend some time really knowing who would be the right fit. So that assists them in cutting down, even time. And because we have several locations, we are able to connect and find out the best possible clients that really would suit this particular position that the employer wants to fill in, or more than one position. So that's another big thing, because we have tremendous amount of professionals who are so willing, and they are proactive in their job search. They look forward to meeting employers, that we are happy to connect our employers with those candidates who are really job ready. And by doing so, on one side, our employers tend to get some incentives, which really helps them and their businesses. And it also helps our clients get some job offers and get work experience. It all depends on individual employers, and their eligibility as to how much incentive they'll be getting. Again, I would encourage you to connect with one of our locations, and we'll be able to provide you with all the details. As we do this for our employers, they find that they're saving a lot of time, and it reduces their hiring costs. So instead of them, putting out ads out there and waiting or being bombarded by huge number of candidates, we are able to really customize and streamline who would be the candidate that would be a good potential interview, who could go for the interview and do well. So that really reduces their time to interview people, and it saves costs, as we are able to support their HR aspect of hiring. We also find that our employers, by hiring either a young graduate from college or university who doesn't have much experience, or a youth who've just finished their school or decided to pursue and get some experience, and then later on go back to college, if they do hire those, or somebody who's recently arrived in Canada, extremely professional, but haven't had a chance to work, and our employers give chance to them. They're really helping our community move forward and grow with them, and help in their business too, by hiring such people. What we try to do with our clients is, when they come to us, they might have everything, and they're very proactive, and they have lots of skills and experience, but they haven't had a chance to update their resume. So we are there to help them update their resumes, brush up the interview skills. We get clients who have been working for the longest time and haven't had a chance to job search because there was no need. And now that they have been laid off, they really don't know what's out there, and things have changed over the time, whether it's labor market or how to present themselves and be ready for the next interview. So that's where we come in, and we really interact with our clients, again, try and understand what is that they need. And that involves a lot of one-on-one coaching. We prep them really well, making sure they understand what our employer's expectations are, what are the skills that the employer is looking for, and really have them job ready so that when our employers are ready to hire, that they perform really well during the interview. Once a candidate is hired by an employer and they do need uniform, or they need clothing or some tools, if those candidates are eligible, then we are able to provide that support to them, which is really nice as they start a new journey in their life. We support pre-apprenticeship and apprenticeship too. As you all know, baby boomers are aging, and there'll be a huge need for trade people in future. And taking that in mind, we are always happy to assist any employer who is into trade and would like to find an apprentice. Then we are happy to connect our employer with a person who would be a good fit as an apprentice. That not only again helps the person to kind of start their training, but also employers, they receive certain grants and federal tax credits because they have taken an apprentice under their wing. So again, it's a great way benefiting both the parties. Also, when as people are kind of looking at the situation, it's really helpful because not only is this person being trained, but you're also preparing this person for your future business. So you can mold the person as you need, and really specialize the person so that they can contribute in your organization. When an apprentice gets the training, on one side, you're helping the apprentice, but on the other side, they are also helping your business grow and the community to move together and flourish. Next in line is Canada Ontario Job Grant. This is a program which is really meant for those employers who are looking for candidates in a very specialized field, very particular skills they have in mind. So this is perfect for those employers, and the reason is government provides up to $10,000 for each person that an employer is willing to hire, based on the fact that they are a good fit to the organization, but because they are lacking in certain skills, that the government will ensure that they go and get training from a third party and are able to finish their training successfully and return and join your organization. So, you can really hire multiple people in your organization if you need. And again, you can, get all the information as you contact one of our offices, and there are links and websites to give you a lot more information on that. And really, it's both ways. Both the parties are in a win-win situation. The employer gets to pick candidate that they really think would be the right fit, and the candidate gets the training that they need in order to successfully work in that organization. So hopefully for your next hiring need, we are thinking if there's a piece missing in that process, then we can work together and we'll be happy to solve your hiring need. And you can contact any of our 7 locations, and get in touch at any point with us. And thank you for listening to this presentation. You can, if you have any questions or comments on this presentation, please don't hesitate to contact me. And my email address is right here, shilpibanerjee@tdsp.om.ca. And you can visit our website at www.nextsteps.ca. Thank you and have a fantastic day.